Hello, welcome to the channel. Wait, that's not what this is. This is 4th grade social studies for Binford. Hey, I'm Mr. B and I'm gonna be doing social studies with you for a while. So I thought it would be kind of cool to maybe do a vlog style social studies instead of just reading from your book all the time. You will have to use your book sometimes because reading is important. But I thought we'd also make it interactive and you get to see my pretty face all the time. What is 4th grade social studies? Well, 4th grade social studies is going to be all about Indiana. Its rich history, its people, its regions, its places. It's going to be an amazing year. So what's this vlog going to be all about? Well, to tell you what this vlog is going to be all about, I have to first get back to headquarters. But walking around, I seem to get lost. I'm not sure how to get back. Ah, a map. That will help me get back. Well, I was safely able to make it back to headquarters thanks to my map. Let me give you a little tour of the headquarters. This is a headquarters, aka my garage. We've also turned it into a learning center. We got some nice comfy chairs here. We even have a little TV for some Zoom learning and team messages. We got all of our maps on the ground, which is awesome because that's what we're going to be talking about today. Did you know that maps are more than just a way to get you to where you want to go? Yeah, that's right. There are so many different kind of maps. Let me show you a few that I have right here. This map right here, that's a road atlas. This helps you if you wanted to go on a vacation. It has very specific roads and all right. Welcome back to headquarters. I had to move inside because it was getting a little hot outside, but I have some more information about maps from you. Let me share my screen with you. I'm gonna share screen. I talk to myself when I do this. All right, so now I'm sharing my screen with you here. We were talking about maps earlier, and I was able to tell you where you lived, what you would call a roly-poly bug. How did I do that? Well, one of the ways that I did that is I used a map. And this map has some very specific information in it that it can tell you, but you have to know how to figure it out. And to figure it out, you have to know there's basically 5 key things that a map will have. Not all of them will have all 5, but they should have at least a couple of them if you want to use it as a good map. So one of the things I'm going to talk about for every map is a title. Every map should have a title of what the map is actually trying to show you. This title is a long one, but it's called, what do you call the little gray creatures that look like an insect but is actually a crustacean that rolls up into a ball when you touch it? Super long title. Yours never have to be that long. Some could be just United States of America could be the title. But every good map should have a title because that's going to tell you what it's doing. The next thing you're going to look for, and it's one of I think the second most important piece of information, is called a key or a legend. That's a really weird word to have it called, but what the key and legend are, it helps you know what's on the map. So if I look down here, this tells me what these different colors on the map mean. So red means you called it a roly-poly. So anywhere there's red or even light red, you called it a roly-poly. Where it's blue, you called it a pill bug. So right there, a little part of Indiana called it a pill bug. So you might know people that called it a pill bug. If it's green, it's a potato bug. Over here on the West Coast in Utah, it looks like quite a bit, they had the name potato bug. And then where I'm from in Minnesota, we didn't really call them a name. We just called them a bug. We didn't have a specific name for them. So it's kind of weird. But this information right here that we got from the legend or the key is super important. It helps you know exactly what the map is talking about. I'm going to show you another map here. Let's go to this next one. This is a treasure map. It's going to have some other pieces of information. I bet right away some of you noticed that it's missing the title. Doesn't make it my favorite map in the world if it's missing a title. So all maps should have a good title. This one doesn't have a key, you notice, so it makes it harder to tell what some of these things are, but they use pictures to make it a little bit easier for you to tell. So pictures are a good thing to help, but this map has a thing on it, and it's called directions or directional. Up here, it shows you where north, south, east, and west are. This will help you know which way to go on the map, because if the map was just a big space, you wouldn't know what it was, or you wouldn't know how to hold it. If I was standing at this X and I didn't know that this way was north, I would never know which way to start. So another really important thing is directions. Not all maps need directions. If we go back to our other map here, this one doesn't need directions because you're not finding it, but you really need that key. So far we have a title, a key, and directions. I'm gonna go to this next map here, and it tells us, here's our directions, our key. One other thing down here that these are showing is a thing called scale. So scale is a really fancy word for showing you or telling you how big or small something is. So if you look down here, it says on this map right here, if you were holding the map and you were to look at the map, every inch on the map is actually 9 miles in real life. So if you had to go to this map and it said you have to walk from here to here and it was 1 inch across, that would actually mean 9 miles. That's really important to know, the scale of a map, because if you didn't know the scale and they just said walk this distance, you wouldn't know if it's 100 yards or 9 miles. So again, we have title, we have key, directions, and scale. We're going to talk about one last one at the very end that is sometimes used and helpful, but those 3 other ones are the most important right now. All right, let me show you this next page here. Oh, we'll talk about that last one now. So let's find the different pieces of this map. This map right here has its title. It has its legend or key to tell you what the different symbols mean on the map. It has its compass. Right here, this is its scale. It tells you how far things are across. So each little blue dot right there actually means 15 miles. So if I took this distance and I put it from right here to here, I would know that's 15 miles. This whole thing is 120 miles across, which is kind of cool because it almost lines up with the last thing we want to know about is these lines right here. We call them grid lines. They will help you explore a map more detail. They're especially used in maps of like amusement parks and stuff like that. And it makes it really easy, kind of like a graph, to find where you want to go on a map. We'll talk more about that as we go through the year. All right, I'm bringing you to the next map here. This map right here includes all the things in a map that you guys should need to know. Let's see if you can find the title. Correct, you found a title right up here. Let's see if you can find the legend or the key. It should be pretty easy. It's labeled for you. Legend key. Awesome job. Let's see if you can find the directions. Yes, north, south, east, west. Awesome job. So with these 3 things in a map, you should be almost able to navigate anywhere you want to in the entire world using the title, the key, and the directions. All right, I'm gonna get back to you. I'm gonna take a little bit of break. I'll probably meet you in the headquarters. Welcome back to headquarters. All right, so we learned a little bit about maps. I'm gonna see if I can find another video or 2 that will explain titles, directions, and legends a little bit better. But now that you've finished this vlog, I'm actually gonna have you go down and you're gonna try to answer some questions below in a little quiz about maps. Don't worry if you don't know it, because we're gonna practice maps all year. See you in the next vlog.